Welcome back, everyone, to Awesome!
Jesus Christ.
Tribulations.
Dibs?
The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Oh, there he is. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
How fitting that the first witness of this game should be none other than the man himself. Yes. My name is, Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect.
Being a suspect is not a job. Lives
No, he means what you do before you were arrested.
Oh, achoo! I was a university student.
Was? Wait, did you quit?
Mr. Wright.
Oh, I don't know if I'll ever go back to college after this.
You understand that you're suspected in the death of your
But I didn't do it! I'm innocent! I tell you!
Don't worry, Phoenix. Don't worry, Phoenix.
Ah, look at him in his youthful, naive, more innocent days?
Yeah. Would the
He's not
defendant
pretty
please
naive,
refrain from
honestly.
passing on his call to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Sneeze. Well then, Mr. Wright,
That's right.
Test.
please tell us about your relation to the victim. And please do so without killing the rest of us with your sneezing.
Right away, Your Honor.
Witness
Victim and
testimony,
I.
victim and I. It's a very weird sequel to The King and I.
I admit, I was there.
Interesting witness theme.
Hashtag we were.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this theme.
I like this one. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
It feels ER-ish, if that makes any sense.
Emergency room.
Yeah, the one with George Clooney.
I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Oh.
A British wannabe.
Evil in career.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Okay.
Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer. And I don't know, guys. He looks like he could snap at any moment.
Oof, it looks like the judge understands.
Don't be so sure of that.
Yeah. I actually wonder... Oh.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
It's never that easy,
I mean,
Mia.
you're not wrong. I don't think the judge understands.
That too. You gotta know how court works here, darling.
Huh?
Like right there. That is the music that usually signals when things are about to get tough.
Would you stop stroking that, please?
It's his pride and joy.
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
Evidence?
As usual. Everyone in this court forgets evidence all the time.
Not this time. Something else.
And that would be... He's gonna bring the pain.
Oh, too easy.
Here comes the pain.
Yeah, it was...
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Not so fun when it's done against a testimony that's actually favorable for you.
Why am I telling you how to do your job?
Cross-examination?
Yes, Mia, it's this thing you probably should have learned. He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination.
I mean, I would be fair. I want to be fair, I kind of prefer this tutorial over the one of Justice for All, to be honest.
You think you'd learn about that in...
There's actually a good reason as to why she feels a bit green to this.
The purpose is to determine if this testimony contains any contradictions.
Well, we'll see like the maid or something in the time in the last bit.
No, let's just say she went for a traumatic experience, and well, that really did a number on her psyche.
Congratulations. My mustache is sad about this. If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
So, people, that doesn't make him infallible. People lie.
Also, you're a lawyer. You have like the shittest job in the world.
Yeah.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down.
Sure that.
Every time I look at Grossman, the reason I give him this was because to me he just comes across as just the kind of kid who was picked on all his life, and he's just a kind of a loser, even as an adult. That's
Honestly, in my own experience, he looks like a geography teacher.
More like
that's a
math.
weird comparison.
Honestly,
But that's...
no, I'm not sure. He's more like math material to me.
I wasn't aware that teachers had specific.
Stereotypical
Yeah,
appearances.
no, they seem to.
Oh, no. Cross-examination, if you please, Miss.
No, I'm
Faye.
I'm aware of people who look like their teachers, and I wasn't aware that there were specific traits of specific subjects. A teacher. It's weird.
Oh, you bet there are. Anyway.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Would anyone do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
But we're in a court of law, dang it.
Honey, if this is a problem for you, you might as well quit now.
Yeah, this job is not for you. Hold it! When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered?
Yeah, the problem got moved over there.
Out
Yeah,
there.
and over there needs to take care of itself.
Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway.
What's with the caps lock? Objection! Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence.
I have not missed that shriek.
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
Jesus.
Anyway, Mr. Wright,
I'm allergic
to sanitize the
to
room.
prosecution.
what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow.
She didn't talk much, but boy did she swallow.
You know,
I gave chase, of course.
it was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. He reminded me of Leon S. Kennedy with that hairdo of his.
That's my favorite.
Well,
that's
maybe-
one of my favorite lines of it. That's one of
Well,
the favorite
Jovah.
lines.
It wouldn't be the first time, Pedro. Believe it or not, they actually fashioned
No.
the
That's not saying that. Like, was the character designer of this game also has he ever worked on Resident Evil?
I think Shinji Mikami did pop up in some of the credits for Ace
Well,
Attorney.
Shinji is more like a producer than
Yeah,
anything.
I'm talking about the character designer.
I'm gonna check in the meantime.
You said you found the body. So who called the police?
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
Jesus. Unfortunately, it was some other students which notified the police.
I guess to be fair, Hideki Kamiya is also involved in this game, and he was a big proprietor of Resident Evil.
Other
2.
students?
That's correct, they were witnesses.
God dang, Payne's actually on a roll for once.
Well, this is one of his earlier cases.
Yeah, back when he went undefeated.
Witnesses saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
Well, who wouldn't be in shock?
The killer.
Oh look, a dead body. Oh well.
Just gonna kick that
Is
into
this
the
true,
river.
Mr. Wright?
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind?
Don't let me hear, Kozuiti. Anyway, artist Tatsuro Iwamoto. Let me check what he did.
Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. Very shocked indeed.
Oh! He worked on just one more game actually on Capcom, but it wasn't Resident Evil. It was Okami.
Huh.
Oh,
That's bizarre.
I hardly knew that guy to begin with.
Hold it! So you didn't know his face? Or even his name, right?
Like I said, he reminded me of Leon S. Kennedy, but I don't recall the name. Unless that was Leon S. Kennedy, but that's impossible. Well, no, that is... I mean... There was a twin horn-haired kid there called Apollo who did it.
What? What?
So, which is it? Do you know him?
I'm so
or not?
punching that guy in the face one day.
Okay.
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
Jovah, could you please try not to deafen us? Now, see here, you can't just...
Well...
Sneezer.
I guess I did know his name. His name was Achoo.
That was a gag Chuckle Vision did.
And also Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Why didn't he tell me that before?
I never asked.
Of course.
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, hey, it worked
No,
out
not
well enough for
really.
the Jedis, right?
I mean, not really, because it's in a court of law, but you know.
Who is this Dolly person?
Oh, someone who the fans nicknamed Dolly, but actually turned out that Capcom got on hold on that.
Then we the defendants lover, Miss Talia Hawthorne.
That can wait, Pedro.
I see.
Why?
Pedro.
Can I ask why?
Pedro, that's really rude against redheads everywhere.
That's all I knew about him.
The red. It's not because of the red hair.
No, guys. That's Dolly Hall, just her nickname. Her true name's Lucifer.
Anyway.
Hold it! Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
No, those. I got it, Whips. Her name is Lucy, last name Fur.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
think
said.
that's what he meant.
Oh, okay.
But
Stop
that
stealing my
doesn't
jokes.
sound right.
What doesn't sound right?
If you hardly knew him.
Well, you steal lines, I steal jokes. There you go.
Then why would you say that victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well,
Because-
you don't have to know his name to hear his accent.
Oh, okay, I get it. It's that character from that Pokemon episode. Yeah, that character has a terrible Cockney accent. That's it, a stuck-up British wannabe.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Is he
No! It wasn't me! I'm not a killer! I swear!
Dwebs knows who is. You should ask him.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony.
Much
Surely
obliged,
Ted Lewis,
Your
the guy
Honor.
who does the
Nope.
weird fake
Adam
Britishness.
something. I forgot the last name.
Adam Blaustein?
That's it.
Yes. Well,
Or Adam then Maddie?
he was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Oh, so it was Jack Flag?
Hold it!
Screw Marvel Hero.
Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene.
You know, if this series took place in the UK, half the stuff.
That's why I figured he must love British stuff. See? It's true! Cross my heart! I swear! I didn't
Just
do
because
it!
he has a jacket with the Union Jack behind it.
That's
Is it an
stereotyping,
Is it an
bro.
Anglophile? That's an Anglophile. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night.
Oh,
That
I
is
hope
pretty
I
fishy.
hope you use a good toothpaste, because otherwise your breath would be terrible.
As long as you knocked it out with a frying pan in the first place, it's all good.
May I ask you something, Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Honor? What is it now?
Oh, you're gonna love this one, Mia.
Could you explain to me how the hell do you tell a British person just by looking at that said person?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow.
Oh my god.
Judge, please.
Judge.
What is this? I don't know these things that these youngsters they are talking about. What is this
I've had
icon
the
thing?
Union Jack for hundreds of years.
It's like how in the second game he asks
the judge
about.
is American.
Let's not forget,
So-
he also asks in the second game who the UK is, like if it's the initials of someone's boyfriend.
Also, they kept writing it with dots.
The
between
Union
each-
Jack is the name of the flag of England.
What?
No, it's not.
Whoa.
Okay, well, Janet, you should have done your research better, I guess.
No. Remember, this was written by an American.
No, that's what I said to her.
I
Janet
see.
Sue,
So you
the woman.
like the Stars and Stripes, right?
Well, sure, Janet.
Technically,
I'm
Janet
saying.
Sue is from Hong Kong.
As usual, Your Honor, you inside us
Oh,
town
okay,
me.
sorry.
I thought she might have been American born.
Jovah, Hong Kong was controlled by the British for the longest time.
Maybe
Oh,
that's the
in
way of
that-
getting
in-
back at you.
So that makes it even wow.
Remember, Pedro, Hong Kong 97 isn't just a title for fanciness.
Yeah, there's a contradiction here.
Oh, good.
Mr. Grossberg?
My mustache approves of this situation. Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. Well, what else would it be, moron?
Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully.
Dear, you think you can manage on your own from this point?
One year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this.
Mia, that's very nice, but I don't fail to see how this is relevant right now.
Also, the lights did not turn off, so...
No, that's when Phoenix does it too.
I can do it. I can handle this myself.
Gotta make up for that last time. That last time which we conveniently will not be telling too much about yet.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
You just asked her to present evidence.
I'm inconsistent, okay?
She's
Inconsistency. My inconsistency is my only consistent trait. Come on. Don't take that away from me, okay?
Ouch.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
The truth about 1 year ago. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing.
Well,
When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Aha!
What he means by not biting off more than you can chew is not presenting this amount of evidence too early. Because
Yeah.
that's a big no-no, apparently.
Oh, hell
Well,
yeah.
It also serves Shiroi as a way to avert the player, because one of the common issues that all its attorney games have is that sometimes, even though sometimes the player can get ahead of the game, and he's already aware of what the
they are
ultimate
not
proof-
allowed. They need to follow a scripted path.
Yeah, even though we already know what's the primary main evidence that's going to save the day, we still have to wait till the game gets there. So
Are
Anyway.
you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Union Jack on the back.
So let me get this
Way,
straight.
is there some point to this line of questioning?
So he has a shirt with the Union Jack, and that automatically means he's British, because it's not like it's possible for other people to wear.
To be fair, Pedro, he said British wannabe. Not exactly that he was British.
Okay, let me rephrase that then. So that automatically means he's a British wannabe? Like that
Well, that
like,
was Phoenix's line of thinking. You know, it's his opinion on this matter.
As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back.
I have a T-shirt with the words New York in it. Does that mean I'm a New Yorker wannabe?
Yeah, a better example. If someone wants the hat of the New York Yankees, does that make him New Yorkies?
Anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
New Yorkies. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you?
Oh, crap.
Well, that's the thing. Like usually, a sports cap would be worn by an actual fan of
Ahem.
some club.
You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket.
But I get it, don't worry.
Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
How could you do this?
Oh, great! It looks like my opponent is doing my job for me.
Please forgive me, please.
Please, for Mia, you made our client cry.
Bad, Mia, bad.
Let him? That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways.
Oh.
Oh no! How could you do that?
I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
Thanks for doing my job for me.
How did Pat Payne manage to maintain his kill streak? Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me.
Yeah,
There you go,
exactly.
Pedro.
Not only that, Theo, he had an undefeated streak for about 7 years.
It's quite clear this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
Maybe,
Nah.
just
You
maybe.
You made me cry, you meanie!
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Oh, great, and now he's trying to, sweet talk the witness into...
Yeah, good call, bad call.
Yeah, I took some, but
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Can
Yes,
you have
it was-
a more generic brand?
yeah,
Cold
that's
Killer-
right. It kills colds good.
It's called Killer X. It was developed by Professor Utonium right after, using a bit of chemical X. So it probably gave Phoenix superpowers.
That would explain a lot.
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Wait, are you even allowed to bring drugs into the courthouse?
Well, it's a
Evidence.
cold medication. I'm pretty sure it does jack shit.
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
Even as a poison or anything. It
Okay
doesn't
then.
seem
Well,
to
well,
be
it doesn't.
that much.
Well, it doesn't have it anyway, so it's irrelevant.
He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
And Mr. Wright, shall I tell you what your cold medicine is right now?
I get the feeling I'm not gonna like the answer.
Oh no, let me guess this trick. It's behind your ears. Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
What's this? On the victim's head, it's...
Okay, so what does that prove exactly?
It's Cold Killer X!
This is the weirdest commercial to medicine I've ever
Okay.
seen.
For all we know, it could be a coincidence. We don't know that that's the same bottle.
Objection! Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
Exactly.
There
Does
you
that
go.
mean that Mia's a culprit too?
Again, this is the weirdest commercial ever for a product. Objection! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belonged to.
Fingerprints, I'm guessing.
Most likely. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints were all over it.
Well.
What?
Sensing his murders in time, Mrs. Waller must have picked up the bottle of medicine.
As a sign!
Dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand.
Okay. Where are you going with this?
His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Oh god. Okay, now with blood, but now we're using now victims are using. Okay, I'm going to
To
put
be
the
fair,
thing here so we
Pedro, he died of electrocution. He wouldn't have been able to write anything
Not
in
to
blood.
mention, he's basically grabbing an object that was tied to the person. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the...
I'm sure they're not important.
And in no way will help the defense.
At all. Is there even a case, Jovah, where you get like a red herring piece of evidence, but you end up not presenting it?
I think we've
I don't
actually had
remember
some.
that in the previous 2 games.
I think we
They
have
are,
had
they
a
are.
few cases like those, even in the first 2 games.
Maybe
It's just,
Misal, I guess.
The 3DS games in particular do tend to rely quite a bit on red herring pieces of evidence.
Yes, it sees functioning when a large wave of electricity passes through it.
An EMP, then.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this? Let me guess, a true. No? Okay.
This is really bad.
And now Mia's struck a cold. Oh my buttocks, my poor emerald.
Thank you.
That's something about your bloody head.
Emerald. Why are emeralds funny? Like, I have emeralds. That equals joke. Like,
Did this person work on Nickelodeon?
The truth
It's not
is, I went because
Actually,
he
with
called
Nickelodeon,
me.
it's a foot fetish, which is worse.
He was
You
in the
know what this reminds me-
pharmacology department, so
Sorry.
we agreed
Yeah,
to meet
that's
at
your first
2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there.
it's kind of like in reference to that, where we have an entire routine about athlete's foot for some reason.
I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously.
To say the
Yeah.
least.
You don't know. It's clear that this
Achoo!
was.
Achoo!
You don't know. It's
Achoo!
clear. That
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. That kind of tends to be the thing, and going off of my past life.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more believable.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
the judge
What
is
happened
not
to your
amused.
voice?
The judge is losing his batteries. He's like deflating. Maybe that's the twist. The reason the judge is immortal is because it's a robot.
Oh god.
The judge is actually an android.
That's something Yamazaki would have done.
The truth is,
Hold it!
Man.
Oh come on, Dwebs. That's more something. That's more like a latent twist than a attorney twist.
well,
The judge being a robot. Come on.
I could. To be fair, they have come close to that in Ace Attorney 5.
I'll
this-
get it later.
And this dolly person is...
It's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart.
Does she?
What was that for, Mia?
Oh,
Yeah, why did you hit him?
What happened?
That was for your terrible joke.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
What?
Yeah, right.
What?
What that mean? Yeah, you just slapping him for that terrible joke, aren't you?
They like a initial reflex. Dahlia Thornhorn was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Oh wait, she's wings or that way?
Ahem.
Before she met Mr. Wright. Oh, okay.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles I see. And whoever's
No,
playing
please,
that
I'm
ominous,
getting Cora flashbacks now.
and whoever's playing that ominous music, please switch it off.
So, Jovah,
Yes.
does that mean that in this situation, Penis would be Bolin and the Swallow would be Mako?
I guess so. Yeah, we were both there right on time.
Yes, and we're also going to play a game called Pro Defending.
No, please.
You said the victim was the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals.
Oh, so they're like the parents from the fourth Yokai Watch movie.
Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
Well, then again, it's more medical research in general.
So,
I guess.
if he's an alchemist, does that
An
mean he lost
alchemist?
his arm trying to revive his dead
Yay!
brother?
Maybe not.
Isn't that term more used for medieval?
I gotta
times?
admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and
Well,
everything.
If he works in chemistry, you can kind of sign that alchemy is the precursor of that.
Oh, it was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Yeah, what are these figma-jigs with electricity and
A daily
shit?
reminder that this is supposed to be
Oh.
taking place in the far future of
2009.
2015,
Oh, wait.
16.
Wait. Actually, Tio, at this point, this particular year is in 2013. The present day for Trials and Tribulations goes from 2018 to 2019.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the
Pharmacology.
pharmacological department?
The
Pharmacology.
The fuck off department.
We say fuck off to the diseases.
Okay.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting.
Nothing
sorry,
sexual,
Your Honor.
mind you. I don't want to
I'm
get
sorry.
arrested.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I kind of lost my composure for a bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
What are these electricity thingies?
That's right. And they sure look dangerous.
Well, no shit.
They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. Pardon me, I also minor in electricity.
I'm not an electrician, so I wouldn't know what the fuck he's saying.
High voltage cables.
High voltage software?
Yeah. There were electrical poles set up all around the building.
And this is why folks say it's a good thing if
Oh,
your
that's,
local city tries to instead bury the high voltage cables instead of having them up in the air.
True that.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere.
High voltage cables, that's what we're getting.
Pieces are coming together.
Yes, the high voltage cables clearly are the key to this case.
Hold it! So, what was it you were talking about?
Yeah, remind me, I kind of lost the thought a bit.
You know. Alright,
Alright,
maybe
that's
we
true.
should hang out again sometime.
Not the time.
Hang
Hang
out
out
again
again.
sometime? I wish that were true.
Oh, hang out sometime. I was not true because they're totally not gonna meet again after this. Ha 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 ha.
So you say you went back.
Yeah. That's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
We tend to come down from rage a lot easier. That's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I don't know. I just felt like it.
I thought maybe we could make up.
Sure.
Spoken like a true stalker.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Judge.
Achoo! Achoo!
Pull the other one.
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this.
Exactly.
Hold it! It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it?
Lady,
you have no idea.
lady, you have no
You
idea.
can catch a cold at any point in your life.
Heck, even I've got a cold at the moment of this recording.
What time of year
in the
is
middle
this,
of
is
spring.
Mia, in
Oh,
my
so
line of
wait,
work,
so it's hay fever. It's hay fever season.
Mia, in my line of work, I have to constantly alternate between sections of a building that are very cold, between sections that are very hot in temperature. So trust me, that kind of shit can
Yeah,
happen.
that
regardless.
too.
It's called the common cold for a reason.
I also work in an office, and that is basically the place to go if you want to get sick. So,
Go figure.
so Did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well,
You're
I
talking
always
to your-
took one after meals.
He's talking to his bottle of medicine. He's a
You're talking
weirdo.
to your medicine. You really are sick.
So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it.
Yeah. My best friend, Cold Killer X.
Hold it! On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
A chicken vindaloo, I don't know.
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
Ditto. What does it?
You can never be too sure.
Great justification.
I always eat with
though,
Dolly.
yeah.
Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. She's not like those stereotypical anime girls who suck at cooking.
Wait, stereotypical anime girls suck. I thought it was the other way around. I thought stereotypical.
Watch
anime
Rumiko
girls-
Takahashi's work. Trust me.
Not to mention, Pedro, you're a Tales of fan. You know that there's at least
What?
one game. Actually, I think it's in Symphonia where Jen's sister is terrible
Yeah.
at cooking. So,
Well,
yeah.
it's Colette actually, but yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like hurting someone.
Mia, why do you have Grossberg's voice all of a sudden?
Oh.
Sorry.
Oops.
Again. If you, it's so hard because they move straight to Grossberg even though they didn't have a line. Like,
Well, actually, he did have a line right before that. He said, ouch.
oh,
So the defendant
That's not a
turned this
line,
man
that's a
approximately at the time of death, and then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I know exactly what happened. He went
What?
back there because the victim stole Mr. Wright's 3DS.
I'm entirely convinced by this explanation about the medicine bottle either.
What year does this case take place in?
2000. Oh, this case takes place in 2013.
Oh, yeah, 3DS.
God, the
Let me
3DS has
refrank
been
here,
around
Mr.
for a
Wright.
while.
Actually, your call
Your,
out.
your testimony cannot be trusted.
there was indeed a deeper meaning to
What?
these two
Wait,
screams.
what do you mean it can't be trusted?
Well, what do you think, you moron?
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
Hey,
Now
hey,
you're
Jovah.
asking for it.
Hey, Jovah, could you imagine if these trials were like traditional American trials where they have to swear to tell only the truth
the
and nothing
Bible.
but the truth?
I saw. Yeah, I saw something like that in that sadly now deleted Phoenix.
There
Fox
he is,
bit where Phoenix
Your
just
Honor.
couldn't shut his mouth.
The witness would come, they would do the swearing, and everybody in the court would be like, yeah, right.
I love one particular line. Do you promise to tell the whole truth to help your God? Then Phoenix objects and asks, "Who is this God person?
Keeps pointing at.
Just how was the victim electrocuted?" I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Maybe it was like we thought earlier, some sort of,
Enhanced
Well,
stone
that
gun.
is, you are correct, Your Honor.
He wasn't been produced. Oh, okay, so he was killed with Stormbreaker?
So, how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? Also, what happened to the light?
There you go, now.
I told you it happens.
Paige, when you say
Come out of
Stormbreaker,
this mess smelling like a rose.
Paige, when you say Stormbreaker, do you mean that do you mean that crap British Bond spy movie thing?
No, I mean the new hammer that Thor made in Infinity War.
Yeah, the hammer axe.
Your Honor?
Remember, well, it fits to us. Remember, it's a weapon of lightning, and we're dealing with electricity here, so fits.
I believe that if we were able to piece together everything we've heard up until now,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
then
Dot.
suspense. We should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
and who done it?
Guys, turns out if we manage to make sense of all the evidence, we'll be able to solve all this. See?
In
I
Mia's
figured it out. I figured it out, guys.
Okay, Pedro. In Mia's defense, in Mia's defense, she's explaining it to the judge of all people. It's kind
Quite
of
a
warranted.
statement coming from a rookie.
Yeah, the judge needs a little bit of time to catch up.
Yeah.
But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of CQ. I mean, the court, yes?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Payne. See?
An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
No, what I mean, Jove, is that she's literally saying, guys, if we manage to make sense of this, we'll be able to solve the case. It's literally the most basic shit ever.
Again, I
problem is that
repeat.
for courts like this, sometimes stating the obvious is the only answer.
Yeah, that's sort of court procedure, and again, it's the judge she has to explain it to.
I don't know. I don't think the judge is that dumb.
Pedro.
He's dumb, don't get me wrong, but he's not that.
Oblivious.
I think he's
Pedro.
mostly just oblivious.
Yeah.
I can list at least 10 examples, guys.
Anyway, the badge. What you could do with the badge?
Tell me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
The badge told me so.
It whispers into my ears.
Take that! As for the cause of death,
Uh-huh.
He was poisoned by poison.
I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
Very interesting. Who took this picture? I mean, the angle and the lighting is exquisite.
We have the best people on this job.
But what? But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here.
Oh, the cable itself.
I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain it in a bit more detail.
Gladly.
Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
Yeah, exactly. It's the cable itself. Come on.
Take that! Well, naturally, it's right here.
Sparkling right above his posterior.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor.
Oh, so Nick Nolte was here. Okay.
He chewed the scenery too much.
Well, I'll go. You just watch me go.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll give the 2003 movie over to 2008. Well, at least the villain was more fun.
Yeah.
That was just a shame because the 2008 from a freaking Tim Roth.
The machines? The pharmacology thing, whatever?
Pharmacology
The fuck-
students.
Now remember, Jova, in this canon, we're going with the fuck off department. That's the...
Yeah, the fuck off department.
I get the feeling that college may be hearing a lawsuit sooner or later, and once the parents finds out what their kids have been involved with there.
Nah. Well, actually, there has been a murder, so never mind.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's the only way to make sure that something actually gets done in this universe. Someone has to have died.
That's
And they
Someone's
had
gonna-
to have been murdered.
Someone's gonna get sued. Hey, someone's gonna get sued. Hey.
Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
The aristocrats. Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't worry, Jova. They'll just hire Phoenix Wright and they'll help.
Sweep it under.
Not if he's found guilty, though.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Oh.
You know, if Phoenix is found guilty, we may cause a time paradox.
No,
Okay, hold
no.
on, Jova. How old is Payne at this point?
40-something, I think.
What do you
That's
say?
not
Wow.
old.
No,
He's an
he-
old man. He's a middle-aged man. Come on.
However, I wanted to think about what that really implies.
Uh-oh.
You know, he's only 20 years older than you, Mia.
Pedro, I already told you. Hold on. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was.
No, I know what you're gonna say, Theo, but remember, this is the American translation, so they should dish out any Japanese culture things that are
The
confusing.
descendant. I don't know. Remember, these are the same. They did. It's kind of like the same team, and they did it for Final Fantasy VII too, where Sid is like 30-something and is treated like an old person.
Wait, Sid was only 30-something? I thought he was in his 40s.
I'm checking officially on the wiki, but it's anyway. Yes, that's another proof, irrefutable proof. But we're happy with Mr. Wright was a murderer.
Well, doggone, I think we're getting that time paradox.
You do? Well, what is it?
Yes, what is it?
Mia, you've got Phoenix found guilty. You
Fingerprints
created a time
again.
paradox.
Fingerprints.
Turns out he let his fingerprints all over the cables.
You mean the defendant's fingerprints for something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket.
Oh.
And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Is it also a conductor?
No,
Anyway, Jovah,
I don't think
Yeah.
it is at least.
around the time of the original game, CD is 32.
Ha!
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket.
Maybe the Union Jack was the conductor?
I don't know.
The thumbprint of the defendant's very own hand.
Dun dun
If
dun.
only we had some kind of scientific tool to identify that.
What?
Uh-oh.
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that.
You painted it.
He broke his no, that's a palm. Intent to murder is squarely push the victim towards the severed electric cable.
That sounds like a very convoluted way to murder someone.
It sounds a bit too precise.
Order,
Like,
order.
intricate.
That's
and
enough.
whatever.
And unpractical.
I think we can
Yeah.
conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross
Also, these are university students you're talking about. They do not have the time to set up something that elaborate.
Apparently,
Yes.
the electric cable was already severed, so their thing is that Phoenix
hold
was
on.
apparently.
Stick at work it is. We're done. Yeah, you're being a great help, aren't you, asshole?
Yeah, all you do is talk about your hemorrhoids.
I mean, he
Yeah,
did
he's
some
been more
minor
help than
helping
that.
with the... whatever.
Well, folks, tune in next time. Hopefully, we can turn the tables around.
See ya.
I'm so sure.
See ya.